feel like a trio. Gemini, Virgo, Scorpio energy all mashed up together. So I don't know. It's like it's Gemini season, but I'm feeling that Virgo freaky sexual energy, and then I feel Scorpio like bros, that cockiness, that rock star attitude. Guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. I'm eccentric RockStar'Seed, and I just feel like this is a trio video. I don't know, a trio message or a message for all three signs, unless you got all three of them signs in your chart. Keep in mind, take what resonates, leave what does not. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Look, this, when I was shuffling, this one flipped over. Judgment. But, hold on, what's on the bottom? Strength, justice. So, off the bat, this is somebody calling judgment because somebody is a fucking nympho. Dig. Okay, so let me see this. Oh, Five of Cups and Ten of Swords, ruin, sex, drugs, rock and roll going bad. But this feel like a couple. Damn. Hold up, put that right there. Put that right there. Put that right there. What's this? I feel like that was the one on top. Nine of Wands and Punishment. You see that? I think this was a couple who was passionate about each other, and then the drugs, you put that in the mix, too much partying, and it just got to be too much. And somebody called judgment. Yep. Because the Nine of Wands is like putting up the good fight, and that's right next to the Five of Cups disappointment. You see how the house is all trashed and shit? Like, what? And then you got the Ten of Swords, which is over. It's a ruin. It's like, that's it. Somebody might have established an addiction. And then you got the 12 of Cups. I was about to say the 12 of Cups, but this is actually Piscean energy. But this is the hangman, the punishment. Like somebody likes sadistic sex, or the drugs was making somebody do rough things, or just get a little bit too belligerent. I just feel like things got too belligerent. But the cockiness was there, like y'all love each other, but the drugs is making y'all, is forcing a separation. So who is this for? I don't know. We gonna see as we go along. The judgment, that's Scorpio. In this deck, the strength and the justice card is switched around. So even though this is 11, I can't show you too much because she is like, and she is wrapped around that D. Like that is her weakness. Like every time I want to separate and do something healthy, something, it's like we can't get away from each other. But it's not the fact that you two are toxic for each other, it's the third element, the third party, which is the substance. You introduce the substance, which turned the whole situation upside down. So y'all could be rock stars, y'all could be passionate, y'all could be in love. Two successful people could be super in love with each other, but you add this shit in the mix, it's ruining y'all. And y'all realize that. But we don't know what's the stronger addiction, the substance or y'all love for each other. All right, so now we got that out the way. The painter, somebody is multifaceted, multi-talented. Tailor on the bottom, pay attention to detail and pride. We met at an art gallery. Someone could have met at an art gallery. I see Amsterdam for whatever reason. I don't know why. Creativity, production. Somebody is definitely a musician. I see musician vibes. I see. You know how Kanye West is beyond creative? You know what I'm saying? Like they call him a genius. You know what I'm saying? But he is. And it's Gemini season. So it's somebody who is like a rock star. He's very eccentric. He's his own person. Like there's nobody like Kanye West. That's what I feel like y'all are. Then you got the poet. There goes somebody else who's creative. And communication. Oh, y'all meant to be married to each other, but don't want to separate from each other. But somebody got to stop the substance. Like it's getting to be too much. Responsible. I've never seen the poet card. I don't think. Relationships, vulnerability, and then that's what's clarifying that is communication and confidence. Mm, mm, mm. So this is a perfectionist. These are two artists. Like y'all both articulate the same thing, but in two different ways. So, guys, hold on, guys. I don't think you're fundamentally toxic, though. I don't see that. I want to read something about the poet because I've never saw that card. I've never had that card, but I like it. I like it for this message. I feel like one of you it's like so much energy. It's like you're a person's with an S on the end, not a person. So your energy is crazy. There is love on the horizon, and it's up to you to embrace it. Mm. Whatever your hesitations, it's time to accept the heart pounding, tumbling chaos that is opening yourself up to another. Write poems. So somebody writes songs about you. I told you there's a musician in the mix. Find your song. Love is a creative work. Be your imaginative, authentic self and let other like minded people flock to you. This is when we will experience true happiness. So you really in love. Somebody's in love with you. You in love with somebody. And you're afraid because you know what comes with this person being a rock star. Whether it's these hoes with the nine of wands. They could be breaking up with somebody they had a toxic relationship with. You dig? Somebody they get, it's like the dirty Dianas. This is what this is giving me. It's like they get high and let people do whatever they want to them. I hear P. Diddy is like, I am a savage. Whatever I want, I go get it. But ain't nothing wrong with that in hindsight. Not to take away the toxic part of who I'm talking about. Just he is though. He really went after what he wanted. But I like this. The vulnerable. Somebody wants to be really vulnerable with you, or your love is inspiring somebody to write songs about you. And the energy is just there. Like I just think they fell in love with you. This gives me 9.5 weeks vibes a little bit, like their intensity towards each other. I feel like they was twin flames because that's about the time where they start to separate, where one runs away, and that's what she did after 9.5 weeks. She just took off running. Mickey Rourke and Kim Basinger. It's a movie from like the 80s, but that movie is so intense. Now, the orator. I swear somebody words is captivating and you want to make sure that they're not just performing, for an audience. You want to make sure it's sincere, but I think you fell for this person. I think you do feel like it's sincere. So I don't know what's holding you back yet. You dig what I'm saying? Doubting yourself is only holding you back. It's okay if you take a little longer to think about how to voice your needs and desires. Writing a script of how to ask for these things might even benefit you here. So, if somebody wants to tell you how they feel about you and they want to write a song or write a poem about you, and I feel like their creative way, they're going to make a song about you and let you, and it's just going to hit the airways and you're going to know it's about you. Be confident in taking up a space and letting your voice be heard. They're gonna write a poem about you and they're gonna write a song about it. I think somebody's gonna write a song about you. Oh, is this Virgo Scorpio energy during Gemini season? Maybe that's it. But I just feel like somebody has, if at least two of the three signs, if not all of them, in their chart. What's the painter? Productivity. That kind of speaks for itself, though. The painter. I can't find what I'm looking for. I can't find what I'm looking for, guys. Um, it's something I think I know, but I don't know. I have to read it again because I'm not sure. Within you is font of creativity waiting to burst forth. This is not just the sort of creativity that requires a paintbrush or a pen, but the ability to bring about a vision, to know your own voice and what you bring into the world. Don't let anything hold you back. This is your chance to embrace that vision, to follow your instincts and bring about something beautiful in them. Right. So I feel like this is all one person. Clearly. Clearly. Or you're getting inspiration by music. You're listening to music that resonates with your energy and your spirit. That part. But this is all one person so far. This is what I'm intuitively getting. I hear Kanye West Carnival. Your dedication to your passions has served you well, and you're finally starting to reap the benefits of your hard work. Allowing yourself to stop and take pride in what you've done rather than throwing yourself headfirst into the next thing. So, you basically want to stop and smell the roses, and it's important to acknowledge your achievements in order to understand the depths of your own abilities. This is somebody, this is an artist catching a big break. This is you on your big break. This is the rock star. Okay, so all this, what I just told you, that comes with the lifestyle. The women, the drugs. I could be speaking to a man, or this is good, or this is whether you're a man or not. This is you directly. You get ready to reap the benefits of you're reaping the benefits of your hard work, or if not, it's coming. It's definitely coming. Like you're already in the midst, in the thick of it. What is this? The calm before the storm. Burning bowl ritual. Protection. You seem to have let go of what doesn't concern you. Anybody who's ever pissed you off. You about to have real good bomb ass intimacy, passion, sex with somebody in the music industry. Cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. You probably couldn't figure out why shit was going left for a while. Okay. And you got beauty ritual. This is giving me people, you're able to pay for people to come to your house to have things done, like your hair, your nails, your makeup kind of thing. Like you get ready to, your intuition is telling you, you're there. 28 could be significant. 5 could be significant. 7 could be significant. So these could be life path numbers or personal life path numbers. Either way, you let go of what didn't serve you. Sometimes rejection is God's protection. Burning bowl ritual. Anybody who's ever crossed you, I feel like your self esteem is good. Is in a good space because you're not letting anything or anyone who maybe try to play you out affect your progress, affect your newfound success because baby, them roles is about to reverse. They sorry. The people who played you the hardest probably the ones that's like got caught up in the fame and they crapped out early. Meanwhile, you got a certain something about your stamina and your work ethic, like a workhorse, and it's propelling you forward past everybody who counted you out. And it's something about being an artist, and I like that. I see the painter, the poet, tailor, and the orator. So it's communication, relationships, productivity, attention to detail, and pride. Like you take a lot of pride in what you do, even if you are rejected. So something about you not being somebody who the mainstream is marketing a lot, and this is something about you being misunderstood or misunderstood by the collective, which makes you a more a bigger legend, a greater artist, a bigger rock star in your own right because you could be ahead of your time. You could also you start to link up with your soul tribe. Your work is different from most. It's different from everybody. Like something about you sticks out like a sore thumb. So you will be the unique, the eyeball. You know, this is where you're starting to have reminiscence about maybe growing up being a black sheep of the family, and now you're growing up in your industry. You are the eyeball of the eccentric of your industry, whatever it is. I just feel like it's music, or you're going to fall in love with somebody who does music, who is the same way. It's like spirited. I'm telling you, your sacral chakra is heightened, so you could probably feel aroused a lot. You could have like wetter secretions, or like a lot more massive erections. Like there's no erectile dysfunction. You can switch this around for a woman. Like you're just hot commodity. It's not about everybody else wanting you. It's that how you believe in yourself, how you're not afraid to fail, you're not afraid to be different. And it's good that I mentioned Kanye West, considering the intuitive message, because he's very different and he has to believe in himself. I mean, he believes in himself. He was like, if you're a Kanye West fan, you definitely believe in yourself, because that's what he stands for. He's very authentic like that. There's nothing he can't do. He was always told he could do everything. You dig what I'm saying? So you're not letting nobody put you down. So maybe when I say the burning bowl ritual and the protection, call back your power, it's like it could be toxic family or toxic parents. You could just be leaving off of maybe longtime friends who just didn't believe you could do it, or just felt like you was too different for what the conformants are. And you said, "Fuck it, we just not friends no more. I'm just not. We just will never see each other again." And that's just the end of it. I just don't want to speak to you again. And these are the same people that are ruined by. I just feel like those are people who rode the wave of other people's success and they got lost and turned out, like in Olivia. Like the Whisper song, Olivia the slave, da 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 da, my way, lost and turned out. Dun, 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 dun. You dig what I'm saying? Like, that song is from my parents' era, but so what? It's still a classic. It's still timeless. That message very much implies today. Judging these cards, like these girls is just doing the most, and there's drugs in the mix. These are painful endings for somebody. It's like you ruined your whole aura, your whole essence. Or most people in your peer group ruined their essence. Or the people you love the most, and they counted you out, but you loved them the most. They didn't reciprocate that loyalty. I couldn't even pray like 20 minutes in. Listen. Oh Allah, let there be sins between me and my sins. Let there be separation between me and my sins, as you separated between the east and the west. Oh Allah, cleanse me of my sins as a white cloth is cleansed of dirt. Oh Allah, wash my sins with water, snow, and hail. I mean, that's inside here on the party, but it's something real rich. I see berries, all types of like deep, like berries, like blackberries, red berries, raspberries, strawberries. So life is really sweet for you, or just rich and sultry, and then sexually explicitly, somebody thinks you are like, you just look good. You look like you taste good. That's what I heard with the berries and stuff. Like you just taste sweet, or you think a man, the person you're gonna fall in love with, tastes sweet, something like that. Or y'all just gonna be heavy on the foreplay, heavy on the oral sex. Hmm. Shuffle. Well, somebody about to be freaking rich and famous just for being just that. They were misunderstood for a long time. Now they about to be popular for being different from everybody else. You are. And you about to do business or collaborate with other people who are misfits. Because now I hear future. You never made love to a misfit off of rich sex. But the point is, they go to hangman again. Deep meditation. And what about deep meditation? Two of Wands about how you didn't sell yourself short, how you believed in yourself. You didn't settle for less. You went out there and you took a chance and you did it. And it's paying off with the Two of Wands. You could have grew up in a dysfunctional household like this and you grew up to be something big. Or you could have seen your dad could have been a pimp and your mom could have been abused, but both of them are like highly desired. But people, you see people, really, you really see is people energy harvest off of both your parents. Or people was trying to talk you out of what you want to. People are trying to discourage you from either being a singer or some kind of entertainer. The lights jump. That's confirmation. Some kind of like shit. This is illumination. Okay, like somebody trying to talk you out of being a mainstream artist because it's like you don't. Somebody said you don't make no fucking sense. I hear that loud and clear. Like your shit just don't make any fucking sense. It just don't match. It's just not the vibe that everybody else is on. That's all the more reason why you did it. I'm hearing Keisha Kayor how she came up with blue lipstick. She said she put eyeshadow and something else on her lips to make blue lipstick, and they's like people gonna laugh at you. And she's like, I didn't care. I needed a blue lipstick to go with my outfit. So she wasn't afraid to be different. Look at her now. People like Playboy Cardi. People like Kanye West. Those people who you thought was like, what the fuck is that? You dig what I'm saying? But he is a legend. And what I like about Playboy Cardi, he started off with a higher pitched voice, and now his voice is like listen to his voice on Carnival or Fiend with Travis Scott. Like his voice, like that shit is so sexy. Like his voice is so deep. Like I like his voice when it was high pitched too, but listen to his voice now is like it's the way I pop my shit. These hoes ain't ready. Something he was like something that covered my eyes and I can't see. It's not what he said, it's how he said it. You know what I'm saying? His voice is super heavy now, like like it sounds like oh shit, like he sound like he could lay the pipe really good. I'm just saying, not for nothing. Anyway, and I think he's sexy too. I just do like artist centric. You got a crush on Playboy Cardi or something? No, I like his music. I barely know what the man looked like, but I like his voice. His voice caught my attention. I'm like, who is that? And then I realized who it was. It's like, okay, his voice used to sound like really high pitched, like the baby voice, and it matured. And I don't think it's something like I don't think drugs have anything to do with that. I just think he could sing. Low key, he could sing. Because I've listened to him talk in interviews. He sounds nothing like how he raps, whether his voice was high pitched or low pitched. His voice, he's well spoken. Like he's very well spoken. But the way he sound now with his voice all super heavy, I say yes. Keep it like that. Keep his voice like that. But see, knowing him, he gonna change his voice again in 2 years. I just believe that because he's one of those people. He's like an artist. He's obviously an artist, but he's one of those people who was misunderstood. See, just by chance, you did something different and it paid off. Oh, like I can hear his lyrics in my head, but can't make out the words. But I like what he's saying. Like I bet you when I listen to the song, I know what he's saying. What else? The High Priestess and the Empress. Creativity, heightened intuition. That's two cards now. Talk about the intuition. Also, you got two Piscean cards here. The Hangman is here twice in two different decks, and the High Priestess and the Intuition. So that's a 10. 28 on the Intuition card. So you just have an inner knowing. And your beauty ritual. When I see beauty ritual with the High Priestess and the Empress, it's like you're very mysterious and creative, but at the same time, with beauty ritual, that's giving me you change your style a lot. I said something about Keisha Kayor, so that makes sense I didn't even think about it. I didn't put all that together with Beauty Rituals. So she's doing her nails. But you see how Playboy Cardi changed his voice. You might be like that too. Or you change your style a lot. Or whatever it is that you do, you switch it up a lot. And there's always a risk being different and going out coloring outside of the lines. That's what I should name this reading, coloring outside the lines. But when you color outside the lines, you're about to be more famous for it. You're about to like put a stamp on it by chance. You created something different and it paid off. You followed your intuition, okay? Going a different route. Going you went the non-conformant route. The route least taken is the one most worth it because you're unafraid. There's no fear. I don't see no fear here. And then there's meditation. So I feel like you just prayed, you said a prayer and just kept right on going. Or like how you see me praying on my videos and just keep right on going. Now I hear Mother Teresa. People are often illogical, self-centered, and unreasonable. Forgive them anyway. It's here, so people who try to shit on you, let's rewind the clocks back a year and a half. People probably tried to shit on you. They did not expect, and look where you're at now compared to where they're at. They still where they're at. You progressed. You excelled. Especially with the Two of Wands, that's like, I could very easily be content with a corporate job or something like that, or just being local, but I took a chance and moved to a different space, and the creative juices just start flowing for real. Now the Empress is a counterpart to an Emperor, so that's an equal, that's a counterpart. So I feel like you have stepped into your position. You stepped into your power. It's something about your esteem. It's something about you believing in yourself. By chance, that shit worked. That shit works. Like I can see a bunch of naysayers talking about why would you even try that shit? And people probably tried to say you was crazy. They always do, right? The Six of Swords. Yeah. And the Ace of Wands. Am I lying? When you see those cards, if you watch enough illustration cards, you know that's what I'm talking about. You got the Sun, illumination. Ace of Swords in reverse. Now that is the naysayers who thought they was going to iron your shit, but it didn't happen. Them speaking against it can unintentionally iron your shit and block it or create some kind of obstacle or something like that. That didn't happen. You got the Ace of Wands. Like you let the spirit lead you with the Six of Wands. You traveled somewhere else, somewhere new, somewhere you didn't know. You just listened to what your intuition. You followed what God said. Or if you would have stayed back, that would have blocked you somehow, some way. That's the first card in reverse. And then there's people who lied on your name to try to discredit you. Those are the motherfuckers that's in ruin. That's in the Five of Cups, Ten of Swords. Those are the ones that crapped out. Maybe they were projecting on you because they crapped out. A true artist is always like underrated, misunderstood, but they go on to be the most influential. See, the star, the optimism. And then what's clarifying that is the freedom. It's the Chariot. How do I want to say this? You're fearless. I think what makes you more alluring and more sexually attractive is the fact that you never do things like everybody else. Remember how Aaliyah was very alluring and mysterious? That's how you are. That's what I get from you. Let me see. Give me one for let us talk about the tailor. Attention to detail. Very perfectionist. That's what the Virgo part I keep picking up on. That's what Virgos are, perfectionists like that. And pride. put my heart and soul into this, y'all. Umi says by Most Def. Death is transformation. That's right. Something that's twice as likely to happen. It's like in my deck, when the death of transformation is in reverse, it's twice as likely as when it is in the upright. So there's, this was destined. The transformation was destined, and then what's on the bottom is another Scorpio card, which is the Tower. So that's where that energy is like very potent. Okay, it's a revolutionary. What you're doing or what you've done is revolutionary. People are gonna. I can see murals. I'm not patronizing you, but murals on the wall for what you've done for the contribution to the community. It's rough now. Like, don't nobody see the blood, sweat, and tears about what you're doing right now, but they're going to see the results. The results are going to speak for itself. Like, it's authentic, so it's going to be long-standing for you. All right, let's talk about the painter, productivity and creativity. Creation. That's like the Empress. I hear The Poetry Man by Phoebe Snow. You're not held back. I feel like you're very old. 5 of Wands and the 9 of Cups. It could have been some inner conflict because you were met with pushback, but I don't think that stopped you. If anything, I feel like it fueled you. Okay? The competition or people who are being competitive with you, I just think people are jealous of your progress because they couldn't talk you out of it, and you have wish fulfillment to show for it. But this is also arrogance of the people trying to own your shit. With the painter, that's people trying to paint a narrative against you, the conformance. You went a whole nother direction with it, with the 2 of Wands. Like, your point? Yep. Alright, give me one for the poet. Relationships, vulnerability. I'm telling you, you're about to meet somebody that's like super in love with you. Or y'all gonna be in love with, obviously y'all gonna be in love with each other. Because the passion is like super, super there. Somebody else that's deemed different, unique, oddball, eccentric, just like you. Like 9.5 weeks. Yeah, I'm gonna drink some water. Somebody went after your ex too, just so you know. That's part of the story. Her best friend went with her ex-husband. She didn't even give a fuck because she already was with Mickey Rourke. Or Rourke. How do you say his name? I don't want to mispronounce his name. But she was already like seeing him, so she didn't even care when she found out. But they felt dumb when she caught them together. They felt dumb that she caught them, but she ain't even give them the satisfaction. She went a different way. So that was like competition, jealousy, trying to get one up on you, thinking that if I go with your ex or somebody I know you cared about, that's going to knock you back off your square, or they can feel your transformation. They can feel your optimism. They can feel your healing energy. They can feel you pushing yourself forward. You're not stagnant. And it's making them feel inferior. It's making them feel jealous. It's making them feel worried that you're not going to need them. Well, guess what? You don't need them. I feel like this is your ex and the person that went with your ex. This is their scenario. That's why that's there. But baby, this discernment, this is you. You, man, with the person you about to be in love with. That's you. So don't even worry about it. They're going to be writing songs about you. I see somebody writing poetry or writing like those love notes all around the house. Like cute stuff like that. That could be your person, like your counterpart. Alright. The Queen of Wands in reverse. And the Three of Cups in reverse. Okay, this is like the motherfucker that went behind your back to betray you is trying to come up now. They're trying to manifest. They're trying to be relevant. They trying to ride your coattail. The poet, relationships, vulnerability. And that's right on top of that with the Queen of Wands in reverse, somebody who's often insecure, jealous, worried, arrogant. Three of Cups in reverse is like you don't fuck with them no more. You're spiritually led to go a different way without anything having to do with them, right? So they trying to do stuff to get your attention now, and it's backfiring. All right, give me one for the communication. That deck on. So what I see with that in the mid, the Hierophant. So that's Earth energy. I said something about Virgo, but these are the other two earth signs. This is like Capricorn, Taurus energy, but this is diligence, confidence, communication. It's somebody who's rather say a few words. You're not a person of many words, but when you speak is valuable. It's lasting. It's impactful. It's quality over quantity type of energy. It's revolutionary with the Taylor attention to detail and pride because you got two Scorpio cards over here, two Earth cards over here, so that's balance. So your communication is like, I don't have much to say, but when I say something, it's going to be impactful. I don't know what to call this reading. This reading is juicy because I cannot describe the words for you and your person. I need another deck to talk about you and your person. Hold on. Okay, I have to find my other deck. Look, Virgo energy on the bottom. I ain't shuffled yet. Now, tell me about your person. This could be his lifestyle with the crazy sex and substance abuse until he met you. It's something about you that's going to have a lot of calm down because you're more valuable. The High Priestess and the Empress and the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like they will make more money with you too. And you're going to be like the discernment, the sex, there are no words. With the Strength card, where she's holding on to this man's penis, it's like he's going to tell you, it's like, I'm never not erect about you. Like, it's like love it. He fell in love with you. And infertility card is there. Fool's journey. Let's create something together. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune again. I haven't used these cards in forever, but this energy is leading. I thought about these cards. It's like, yes, I'm going to use these to describe this person. Again, with the quality over quantity. He's used to having a lot of women. There's 3 women in this picture. And he took a fool. He walked right away from it. Because if you put this next to the Wheel of Fortune, it's like he's going a different way away from all of that. It's like once he saw you, he walked away from them to get to know you. Like almost immediately. You could have saw him in your dreams before you even met him. With these cards right here. Because these cards are like right in between each other. You see the Hangman, the Meditation, the Chance, the High Priestess, just by chance. It's like, and then you got the Six of Swords, which means you probably had to travel somewhere. And that's how you ran into each other. That's how you were able to meet each other. Alright. What is the Fool card? Aside from the obvious. It's like, I'm in a good space in my career. I can afford to try something different. And I feel like he's going public with it. 9 of Wands. This is something he want to fight about. That goes to the tailoring, the attention to detail, and the pride. 9 of Wands. It's like, he might be getting a lot of pushback for doing this at this point in his career. It's like you always got the people that's like, you're doing so great in your career, why would you want to complicate it now? Like in The Best Man, it's like you in the middle of football season and you winning. Like he was like 10-0 or something like that. Why are you planning a wedding in the middle of football season? It's like, look, that's what the lady want. That's what she get. That's how you. There you go. Mia, Lance and Mia. That's how y'all relationship is. Like he ain't know what to do with her. Like she was his angel. You did. And he used to play with the women too, because he was that famous football player, that arrogant football player. Come on. Come on, baby. Even if he's not a football player. Four Pentacles. Yeah, he's real jealous over you. The Knight, that's clarified by the Knight of Cups. I told you he writing songs about you. That's confirmation. I can't make this shit up. Why y'all ain't loving each other like that? I want a relationship like that too. That's what the exes is saying. That's why they linked up with each other. They didn't know what to do about all that turmoil and inner conflicts. It's like fuck, they winning too fucking much. Like it's too much. I gotta do something. I gotta do something to jolt this person's attention back. Now y'all gonna be making a lot of money together. I see Rihanna Fenty, because you know she talks about being a savage a lot with her underwear. You see how like Rihanna poses? Like she's very creative. Like she's an artist. She's one of those people who she has mega success, but she has like a lot of different businesses and stuff too. But she was always different from any other artist. Look, this motherfucker don't know what to say. It's like he's so in love with you. Like the Knight of Cups is like the poet, relationships, vulnerability, and communication. Like this is that artist I was talking about. You got him hook, line, and sinker. And he feel like people gonna want you. So he get jealous. Like I gotta say something to show how I feel. I gotta do something to show how I feel. This look like the same guy right here. You see that? He's used to women fighting over him, but now he's gonna be fighting over you. Kind of energy. It's giving that. Six of Pentacles is going to be reciprocal. You're going to be the same kind of jealous over him and possessive over him as he is over you. Like, y'all going to be, that y'all are it for each other like this. It may not be your twin flame, but this is like a high level soulmate. That's what I feel like. It's heaven sent. Like, it's a high level soulmate. Something about your counterpart was the Ace of Swords in reverse, while you're the Ace of Wands, and you were led in a different direction because they just did not fit the bill, because they did not do the work. And that's fair. Cause fair and love and respect. That could be the people fighting over your initial other soul, your other half. And the Hermit wanted to come out again. This could be the person you was initially supposed to be with or supposed to go on a journey with. He ended up the person or people he chose you for, or somebody he fell for in the midst of the people he was choosing or the lifestyle he was choosing over you. This is what they're doing behind the scenes. And he's like, this is the Hermit. I mean, this is the Emperor in reverse anyway. So if you're already the Empress, the Hermit is here. So that's the Emperor in reverse, which means he has to go on retreat. It's like, damn. This situation forced him to sit down and humbled him. He's gonna try to. He no, he's got to go through a whole nother karmic cycle because he didn't do right by you. That's just the bottom line. You can't do a loving, successful. It's like because you're so different. You're just so different and you got judged for it. And that's cool though, because this motherfucker different just like you. Like and y'all gonna shit, y'all gonna love each other so much. It's so crazy. So even if like for example, if you're into that twin flame type of thing, just I'm getting this intuition where y'all are meant, you know how they say you're meant to be together, just not this lifetime. That's why you got somebody so good for you right now in the meantime, because you're doing the work. Your twin has to catch up with you. The King of Cups, you're his angel. The man you're going to be with is King of Cups. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you, whoever you are, Gemini, Virgo, or Scorpio. Because I said all three of them. I saw all three of them. So you can have them in your chart or something like that. Somewhere along the lines. Like somewhere. This could be somebody who is, this is different masses. This is talking about the different masses to your conglomerate and how when you're spiritually aligned, this is really, this reading really talks about the person you're going to end up with, and it's going to make the groupie girls stop false accusing it. I heard, what more can I say? With the groupie girls stop false accusing it, and then I hear carnival. I hear a lot of different Playboy Cardi songs. I hear fiend. There you go. That's what it was. Those are like the top main songs. But then I hear location by Playboy Cardi. I hear a lot of different lyrics by him and how different he is. Heavy emphasis on how different your person is. Okay, what was that fell out? The King of Pentacles. That's Virgo. Virgo. So maybe your rock star person is a Virgo. Or y'all starting to have dreams about each other. Who your counterpart's supposed to be. He may be walling out right now. You're gonna calm his ass right down, like he's gonna want to calm down around you, or he's because a lot of that he's not gonna want to do that in front of you out of respect of you. This is somebody who's mental, like a mentalist. Like you feed their brain, and now your brain needs food every so often. It needs to evolve every so often, just like everything else. And you outgrow certain things, certain timelines, different people, places, things. You start to evolve, so to speak. It's never a time where y'all not energetically around each other that you don't get aroused around this person. It's going to be very adventurous. It's going to be mentally titillating. It's going to be service. That's love. That's a balance of Scorpio and the Virgo Scorpio energy I was talking about anyway. This is two kings. This is acts of service, acts of love. Mm. He don't want to. I feel like he doesn't want to come on too strong with the Knight of Cups, but he really the King of Cups, and he trying to figure out how to say it. Because in his premonition, y'all supposed to be together. So this is something he intuitively saw as well. Ooh. And he straight walked away like he's like this is an innovative move for him. Maybe both of y'all have the same placement, same signs, but in different places in your chart. That's why y'all match. Ten of Swords in reverse. So there's a Ten of Swords in the upright and a Ten of Swords is in reverse. Here. So someone, yeah, these are people from your past. It's not, they don't want something to be over. And the Ace of Swords. Now the Ace of Swords is in the upright. That's the truth. Like they got clarity that I feel like this is a cycle that's not ending for somebody. And now you got the Queen of Cups. That's you and your person. The person you meant to be with. I mean the person you're going to be with. So there go your King and Queen of Cups right there. It could have been just sexual before. But, you know, he got that same go. He got that gusto for you. King and Queen of Cups. Ace of Swords is mental clarity. Like, y'all not boring. Look how y'all doing each other. What's the Ten of Swords in reverse? The Five of Swords. Defeat. Somebody played. Somebody feels played. Because he just up and walked away without no warning. Like y'all white on rice over each other. I told you mental titillation. Y'all know how to communicate y'all needs to each other. Well, alright, so what's the King of Pentacles? People think like it's not just about relationships, it's about creativity and how you Six of Cups. Y'all saw each other in the see? Y'all saw each other in a dream state. You see how she's painting? You saw this man in a dream state and he saw you too. Like he's a protector. He's a protector over you. Seven of Wands, he don't play. He's defensive about you. Okay? He don't play about you. It's because of how you ride it too. Is what I heard looking at this. Like he like how you ride. He like how your ass look when you on top of him. Like he get hypnotized. And there's more Virgo energy and Gemini, the Magician. And now you got the King of Wands and the Seven of Swords. Somebody feel salty because they lied, or he's just bored. It's not mentally titillating where he was at, and he realized what he was missing with you. That it's just ignited that passion. So this is three kings on the board in this person. You see everything but the King of Swords. So he's every bit of physically attracted to you, spiritually attracted to you, and emotionally attracted to you. And there's mental with the Ace of Swords. He was a player before. Or these are the exes that's getting mad because they see a different side of him. And it's like, I wanted that for myself when I was with him. But that's okay because somebody else could pull it out of him. That's a good thing. And then you got the Hangman like 3 or 4 times now. He got you right where he wants you. I heard that. Because that's right next to the Magician. So that's Pisces, Virgo energy. But it's Pisces is out here a lot too. The Hangman is out here a lot. So you're stuck on each other. Y'all make money together. Y'all make love together. Y'all make music together. Y'all do a lot of creative things together. So I can see why y'all stuck on each other. Look, 3 of Cups. Y'all so happy. Damn. I'm gonna stop right there because that's what's up. Okay? Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Until next time.